It's Aleshia Weber. So I met Montika technically through a friend of mine. She was pregnant at the same time as me, had her daughter a few months before I did, and she told me about like a breastfeeding event, and so I decided to go to it. Little did I know that this was an event that Montika holds like every year. And so I saw her at that event, and then I kind of decided, I think I would like to go ahead and proceed with a breastfeeding consult from her. So Montika is a very personable person, so it's really not hard to like her, and she knows her stuff. Like, she knows this stuff because she does it all the time. And not only that, but I also appreciate that she has a background as a nurse and other things that actually, for us in our situation, helped us quite a bit in trying to understand some of the things that were going on with my son early on. Like, without my friend telling me to go to that event, I would have never met Montika. I didn't know exactly where to look. Like, I remember in the beginning, I kind of Googled and looked for lactation consultants, and not a single person of color popped up. So it was just like, well, I mean, I could go with them. And then, like I said, my friend with the reference, I appreciated that, because then I was like, okay, cool. Even before getting pregnant, I was pretty afraid about the Black maternal death rate, because we'd heard about like Serena and how she wasn't hurt in the hospital, and then Beyonce, and I mean, I know those are celebrities. Yeah, it felt very real to me. I knew what type of experience that I wanted, so a friend actually pointed me to a Black doula. That Black doula happened to also know Montika, so that helped me feel more comfortable choosing her as our lactation consultant. So honestly, I tried to stick within a realm where I had almost Black everything. I had a Black OB, I had a Black lactation consultant, and I had a Black doula. I think just in general, a lot of women nowadays really do want to breastfeed, but they have no clue how to do it. We think it's just, the latch. Oh, if I get the latch right. Or we think, oh, I'm automatically going to produce, and milk should flow in. But a lot of times that's not the case. And so what do you do in that situation? And it's so easy to give up very early on. And I feel like, at the hospital, you're not really given a lot of time first of all, you're not in the hospital very long anyway. And then the lactation person is maybe only in there for an hour to help you really briefly. And they're not there to see, that, hey, I've got a clogged duct. What do I do with that? Or, hey, this isn't working. I've tried it. What do I do? The latch it hurts. And Montika was just available, and she was helpful. And I think it's hurting not only the Black community, but just mothers in general. And it takes away from our experience from being able to truly bond with our child the way that we want to, feel that we're nourishing them the best that we can with just our natural beings. I was a mother that needed to supplement, and Montika had no problem with helping me with that either. She helped me figure out different systems where I could use formula and still use my breast milk and all of that. So I never felt judged from her. She always gave me exactly what I needed. The only word I can say is grateful, because she opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't realize, that I didn't understand prior to not only breastfeeding, but just becoming a mom, like a first-time mom. Like, there are so many worries, and she would always, come in, because she came to our house to do our consultation. She was always just so helpful. She, helped me be at ease with a lot of things that I didn't feel comfortable with, things that I didn't know were normal. She, kind of told me, hey, it's okay. This is what we're going to do. She would encourage me with her words so much that it was just like, it was almost like talking to a big sister. My son ended up having some medical things afterwards, and it was Montika as one of the first people to spot. She was like, hey, his weight is going down. What's going on? And it was her as being an outside person, but also, like I mentioned, she has that medical background that helped us to finally say, maybe we should ask more questions to our doctor, because I didn't know. Our doctor was saying, oh, everything's fine, babies lose weight. But my son actually ended up being failure to thrive, like a huge issue. And it wasn't until because Montika kept pushing. She said he needs to go see this, type of specialist, and we were like, okay. So we finally got the referral. Immediately, the first appointment, that specialist said, yes, we need surgery. So had I not had someone, one, that I could trust, had I not had someone with a medical background, had I not had someone who I felt comfortable enough sharing these details with, this information, and her just kind of pushing us like, no, you need to keep asking more questions, because our family, they couldn't spot it either, but it was Montika that kept pushing us. And so because of that, I think my son is doing a lot better today.